bomb, and a bunch of other stuff. Let's get right into the new update. Okay, first, let's get into some of the new weapons we got. We've got all of the rarities of the marksman rifle, including the mythic version. I actually have not really gotten used to this. I've played Battle Royale, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 times since the new chapter started. I just haven't had time to play that much more. So I haven't really gotten used to the like bullet drop on this. But I actually really think it's a cool gun. I'm glad we finally have it in creative. I don't know why they didn't add this last week. Maybe it's because it was so new. I don't know. I hate that they do that and not just give it to us right away. And I hate that they didn't give us the hammer. I was looking so forward to having the hammer this week. Like, why didn't they give us the hammer? I don't get it. Maybe they're waiting to give it to us in like a mini update throughout Christmas or something. Please, Epic, just give us the hammer. Now, we also got the new Slapberry and Slap Juice consumables. So it's really nice to have both of these, as it not just heals you, but it gives you more stamina, or at least you don't lose stamina. But I mean, it is nice to have the same items that are in Battle Royale. Okay, for this next update, you have to be on a converted island. So that means you're on the event system. The way this works now is if you want to set up some sort of a connection between a trigger and the explosive device, that's pretty simple to do. The problem with this system is if you place down a whole bunch of devices, like let's just put down a ton of perception triggers. I'm just gonna place down a whole bunch of them. So there you go. You see I have a whole bunch of these triggers. So now when I come in here and try to set up something, you can see in my list that there is a ton of triggers. And as you've been building a map for a while, this list can get extensive. But now if you come up here, you can type in here explosive, and you'll see that now it separates everything out into the explosive devices or whatever you've named it. So it's easier to find things instead of having to scroll forever. Now this system is still really, I don't know, just not great. Like I feel like this should pull up a whole menu that's easier to navigate, easier to connect, but I'm hoping that will change at some point. This next update is actually really cool. The explosive device has a new skin on it. Now this does not work in converted islands. So on islands that have that event system, for some reason this is not available. Like there is no option to change the visualization of the explosive device, and there is a new visualization for the sequencer as well, which is not available in converted islands. This is going to get really messy with converted island if we don't have the same settings on both islands. So hopefully they fix that soon. But I'm on a normal island now, and I've got my explosive device here. If you go in, you're going to see the device mesh option. Just change that to bomb. And check this out. We got a new bomb right here. Not only is this cool that it looks like this, but if you turn on time to detonation, it's got a cool animation on the wick here. So you check that out. That's awesome. It doesn't have a sound though, unfortunately, but after 5 seconds, this should explode. There we go. So I love that little animation. I wish it like moved down the wick, and I wish it had a little sound, but that's a really fun little update. Actually, I'm curious. They fixed the bug with the D-pad launcher here. Let's see. If I place this on top, will it bounce? Oh, they fixed it. Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, they didn't fix it. Wait, why did that not work for some of these? And for some of them, it didn't. What is with this one that bounced up and the other ones didn't? Oh, wait, there we go. I don't know why. It kind of works for some. There we go. You place it down after and they start bouncing. All right, well, I don't understand this glitch here, but there you go. You got a whole bunch of bouncing bombs with wicks. It's such a funny glitch. I don't know why that exists. Okay, let's look at the sequencer now. So this is only gonna work for the ones that are attached to the ground on the non-converted islands. You're gonna notice this custom pulse style. You can turn that on, and let's check this out. Here we go. Boom. Oh, look, there's the new pulse style. I don't know why there's only one. Like, hopefully when you turn this on, it'll bring up a drop down list for other styles at some point. But I've been saying this for a while that we need more styles on the pulse. I'm glad we've got it. I don't know why it doesn't work on the converted island. Maybe it just doesn't work on the new device for some reason, but that is a cool looking new like wall that comes out to you. Okay, this next update is kind of interesting. On a few devices like the pinball bumper, this is also on the color change tile, score manager, a few other things. There is a new option to display score update on HUD. So if you turn this on, you're gonna see some new options to come up, and then you can have this HUD message that says score when you bump it. Let me just show you how it works. Okay, so our game's gonna start here, and then I'm gonna jump on the bumper, and you can see, look, it says score in the middle of the screen, and it will keep saying score. Every time I bounce on it, you can see it kind of like pulses the 0. I'm not exactly sure how to get this to count and actually say what the score is. I'm assuming you have to connect it with an actual like score device or something, but this is an interesting update. My guess is this is for the Mr. Beast collab that they're doing. By the way, you can win up to $1 million on Mr. Beast's thing that they're going to be doing this next Saturday. Hopefully Hopefully you've heard about that. But my guess is they made this update for that because it's actually you like earn score in the Mr. Beast thing. So it'll be interesting to see this in full usage when the Mr. Beast thing comes out. Okay, this is kind of a small update, but if you're using billboards in your map, there's now an option to enable this during the phases as create only. So only you can see it. So this is really nice if you're labeling where your devices are or putting in things that only you want to see. Also, there's a cool update to the guard spawner. Now the guards can carry chiller grenades and impulse grenades. So let's add these in. Oh, there it goes. There's a chiller grenade. And here's the impulse grenade for this guy. Let's make them on different teams and see what happens. All right, these guys should just fight each other. Here we go. Oh, look, they're both throwing things at me. Ah, don't do that. Ah, that's crazy. All right, they're not on different teams for some reason, but they can definitely have the consumables. This is kind of hilarious. Oh, just think of a level where you had a guard that had impulse grenades and you had to use the guards to get you to where you needed to go and to make like the jumps or something. I'll have to think about that one. This is a really cool little update though. Ah, don't pickaxe me. Okay, this next update's a little bit interesting. I don't know why they changed this, but supposedly they changed the player capsule. Your player has like a little hitbox on it, and the capsule is how big the hitbox actually is. Supposedly they changed it so you can fit through smaller spaces now. So I don't know if this really feels that different to me. So like if I make this just a little bit smaller, that would be feeling different, and I cannot fit through these spaces at all in any direction. But if I make it just one little bit bigger, I can fit through it really easily. So supposedly this is gonna break some maps that are like hiding maps, parkour maps, or I don't know, just maps that may be using small spaces. Like I'm curious if you can more easily fit through like windows or something. I don't know, guys. That might make it easier to get through different things, but that is a change that has happened. I don't really understand it, but look out for that on your maps if you're having small spaces that people can't get through. And finally, we've got motorcycles in creative. Oh man, I'm so excited about this. I love when we get a new vehicle, and we only had to wait a week this time for this one. Remember when we had to wait like an entire year to get cars? Well, now we're getting stuff like almost right away. Cannot wait to test this thing to the max. I do want to just see real quick if it interacts with the old movement modulator and like gets extra speed. This is not the new one that's on the converted islands. I just want to see if it gets the extra speed that these give to cars. So here we go. Boom. Oh, yes, we got it. You can see it does not interact well. It's like getting like forced into the ground. But let's see if we can do an extra jump here. Ah! Oh man, it's so busted with the new device. I want to go off a ramp here. There we go. Boom. Oh, what the heck? It is ramp. Whoa, that's not good. Let's try something else here. All right, there we go. And whoa. Okay, it's really busted with the extra speed. Maybe if I just go around doing Papa Willies, it'll be better. Okay, that kind of works. Oh man, I really got to play with this. So excited we got motorcycles in creative mode though. I'm obviously terrible at driving them. Now, one thing I should note, guys, and I'm going to test this even more tomorrow, but check this out. So remember how we can place down a whole bunch of devices and that was kind of a bug? Well, Epic kind of said, well, now it's up to you guys how much you want to place. So there's really no limit to how many motorcycles or tanks or vehicles or prop movers. Like there's so much we can do and test out and have fun with. I mean, look at how many motorcycles I've got on here already. And these don't really take up a lot of memory. So we could probably have a huge race on our hands. I don't know, guys. I got to test it. This is a good update just because we got this by itself. Hopefully we'll get the hammer soon. Have a fun Winterfest.